Alimony or spousal maintenance is a hot button issue, emotionally charged for people on both sides of the divorce.
It can pit the payee against the payer and put them against one another. Now, the push for alimony reform has made its way to Minnesota. A lawmaker wants to update the law, calling it outdated, and says some permanent payments are unfair. As WCCO's Jennifer Mayerle reports, one man hopes his story will help move Minnesota's law into the 21st century.
I was just a kid. I mean, I was 19 years old when I got married in 1985.
Michael Thomas's first marriage ended in divorce after 20 years and 3 kids.
It's a painful part of life. You know, it's difficult to talk about. Can you close together?
What has become increasingly more difficult for the dentist is what he agreed to in the divorce: permanent spousal maintenance.
You basically get 2 parties. One party that is, hey, I've got this income for life guaranteed by the state, and the other party is saying, well, I've got to pay until I die.
At the time of the divorce, Thomas thought the maintenance would be adjusted if there was a change in circumstance. A few years ago, Thomas learned his ex sold their marital home and bought a condo in Florida, and she was living with her fiance. Thomas found out he still had to pay. A judge wouldn't decrease his $5,200 a month payment.
I am here to say that maybe parties that are responsible for giving money to another party shouldn't be supporting other households.
Thomas appealed, and while the judge upheld the decision, he called the situation troubling.
It comes down to fairness and abuse of the system.
Representative Peggy Scott is leading the charge for change in Minnesota's cohabitation law.
If you're abusing the system and just not getting married because you don't want that income to go away, then I have a problem with that.
Scott wants to tweak the law to better define cohabitation.
Because the system right now says as long as you are unmarried, you know, you'll receive this spousal maintenance or this alimony.
Cohabitation's a tricky topic.
Attorney Mike Boulette thinks a broader conversation needs to happen about spousal maintenance and why we have it.
If one of the goals of spousal maintenance is to compensate a spouse for years they invested in their ex's career and earning capacity, then why does it end simply because they have a new significant other?
Still, he calls the law outdated and says gone are the days of the Leave It to Beaver family. Enter modern family.
If we think that the law no longer matches the way families look, we need to look to our legislature for change, not expect that we're going to see these wins in a courtroom.
Thomas has moved on. He and Jennifer married nearly 10 years ago, and they started their own family.
I have a 7 and almost 4-year-old, and both of them go 90 miles an hour.
But he wants to make sure he and others like him have a voice.
It cuts to the core, and then so a lot of times people don't want to talk about it because they've moved on with their lives and they have a happy life, which I do. But I just think it's a matter of justice and something that's, you know, should be corrected.
Representative Scott originally introduced a cohabitation bill last legislative session. This upcoming session, she plans to reintroduce a bill to redefine cohabitation. And she is working with the Minnesota Bar Association on the best language for the bill. If you'd like to learn more about Michael Thomas's efforts, you can go to WCCO.com/links.